Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID followed by pound. Enter your participant ID followed by pound. Otherwise, just press pound. After the tone, please record your name. When you have finished recording, you are in the meeting now. There are 6 participants in the meeting.
Oh, now it looks like it stopped.
Okay. All right,
Yeah.
great. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. It is 12:03 by my watch, and I am calling the Davenport Civil Rights Commission meeting to order for January 2023. Commissioner Transu, would you please call the roll?
Yes. Commissioner Boyd,
Here.
Commissioner Guster,
Here.
Commissioner Lopez. Oops. Commissioner Pecora. Commissioner Reyes.
Here.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor.
Present.
And Commissioner Transu here. We have 5 here and 2 absent.
Okay, then we will proceed having a majority of the commission here. We will now have the approval of the agenda. If we could have that, are there any objections to the agenda? If there are no objections to the agenda, we will receive it by unanimous consent. Is there any objection? There being no objections, the agenda is received, is approved. Okay, let's go to the minutes, please, of December 13th. Okay, can you make just a little bit bigger for me, please? Got my glasses out here. Okay, great. Any questions about the first page? Second page. Okay, next. Corrections or any comments related to the December 13th minutes? If there are no corrections or comments concerning the December 13th minutes, the floor is open for a motion to approve.
I so move.
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been properly moved by Commissioner Boyd, second by Commissioner Transu. Are there any questions to the motion? Question to the motion. There being no question to the motion, all those in favor would say aye.
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 All opposed, no. The ayes have it. The minutes is approved, for, December 13th, 2022. Okay, let's go to the director's report.
All right. Can everyone see that? Is it big enough?
I can, but that's okay.
I can't see it. Yeah. That better?
I can see it, but I mean, I'm fairly close to the screen.
I can see it.
Okay, I can see it as well.
Okay. We did not have any right to sue letters issued in the month of December, and no cases closed for mediation or conciliation in the month of December. I have been participating in a leadership training that you received offered to the FIPA directors, so we're getting to meet with other FIPA directors around the country, and then we're also getting to participate in kind of a leadership training program. It's going to last, I want to say 6 weeks. I met with the trainer to update the schedule for the commissioner training and gave me those new dates. We still don't have a response from a couple of folks, but I went ahead and confirmed January 20th for him, and he said that he can do that. So he's gonna contact me tomorrow or Thursday to kind of finalize all of the details, and when I get that information from him, I'll send it out to everyone else. So be watching their emails this week for that additional information.
Who was that, Director Lacy?
Joseph Singh from
Joseph Singh, okay.
Okay.
University of Illinois, Chicago. It used to be John Marshall Law, but they combine and they do a lot of fair housing training out of that school. I keep wanting to call it John Marshall because it was called that for so long. We're still kind of hammering out the details of the case status report procedures. So I know we talked about it last month, and there was a commission on just the fact that the charts look better, but we're still kind of hammering it out here with staff just to make sure that we can use that as a way to kind of create a visual metric of things that we need to be focusing on, and figuring out what information we want to have shown in kind of this big picture image that we're looking at daily to kind of give us a reminder of what we need to focus on. So we're still kind of working through that. Still working on pre-hearing and post-hearing preparation for the public hearings that we have upcoming on those that have passed. Continuing to monitor COVID-19 rates and the impact on office functions. We have a couple of new variants that are both dangerous and very contagious. So about to edit, but I need to make our final conference plan. We are working on compiling the information for our biennial performance assessment report, compiling all that documentation to submit to HUD as a part of our contract compliance, just making sure that we have all of the paperwork in place and make sure that we're following the procedures that are outlined for us in the Code of Federal Regulations as a condition of us continuing to participate in the Fair Housing Assessment program. We got a decision back on the Seaburger case, so maybe last month, the month before last, Ms. Seaburger had submitted an application for attorney's fees for the commission to pay the attorney to the case. And I submitted resistance to that, and of course, agreed with the commission to deny the special attorney to
Director Lacy, you kind of coming in a little bit unclear there. Can you just go back a little bit and maybe speak up just a little bit for me, please?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I think I know what the issue is. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually have it programmed to receive the audio from the computer because it comes through better than through my headphones, but I have new headphones now, so I think they may be better. What was the last thing that you heard?
Okay. Well, if you start back at the point about the housing analysis. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
that'd be great.
the court issued a ruling on the Seeberger case last week. Ms. Seeberger had submitted a request for attorney fees to have the commission pay her attorney fees for her appeal. And I filed a resistance to them. The court agreed with the commission and denied her request for attorney fees. So that case is back to the commission on remand to issue a new finding. And that's one of the cases that the commission is meeting with the attorney about. So just an FYI that is the latest decision to come out on that case. And I can send it out to everyone. We are starting to work on the annual report for this year. If anybody has any specific topics that they want us to cover, let me know so that we can look into creating some information for those. What we were thinking about including is maybe not as in-depth as an annual report this year, but including information about the federal PAVE product, the project, the information about how minority families are discriminated against in the assessment process when they go to sell their home or when they go to purchase a home, and how that's been kind of used to further the effects of redlining in the past. So we're going to include information about that and the federal programs that they have, the federal initiatives that they have, information about the federal initiatives for VAWA, the Violence Against Women Act. So they have kind of beefed up that program on the federal level, and they now have specific staff assigned to work on cases that implicate the Violence Against Women Act in housing cases. We're going to talk about that. And then some additional information that has been shared regarding criminal records, because again, we've gotten additional information about that and just kind of clarity of how they want those cases processed, and what things they consider to be a violation of the law. So that was kind of what we were going to focus on for including information in the annual report. But again, if you all have any specific topics that you want included in there, if you could just let me know as soon as possible. We can work on getting those included.
Okay.
I looked on the city's website and they have it's like good budget work session scheduled. The next one is January 17th for the operating budget. I'm not sure if have they contacted you regarding the commission's request for a budget increase and whether they wanted to meet directly with the commission or not?
No one's contacted me, no.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't received any contact regarding that as well, so I'm not sure what the status of that is. And we are currently doing interviews for the civil rights specialist position, which is the full-time investigator. And hopefully we'll be doing interviews for the part-time investigator position in the next week or so. Getting applications for that right now. I think that's all I have for the director's report. For the case status report, here are the charts. So we have 14 open cases for housing, have 12 closed. we have, and this kind of goes through like what the basis were that they filed, when they were closed, kind of the number that are closed here, open and closed here. For employment, we have 138 open cases, which is a lot. So we're working through getting those closed and finalized. We do want to focus on getting the ones from 2020 and before completed and closed within the next 6 months. So we'll be kind of very, very busy bees trying to work on getting that completed. For education, we have 18 cases open. There's kind of a breakdown of what those cases, the basis of those cases are. For public accommodation, we have 18 cases closed. Again, here are the basis for those. For informals, we've had a huge influx of informal cases, referrals for EEOC. In the last 2 or 3 months, I think we've had 18 cases that are referred for EEOC since October, which is kind of a lot. We don't usually get that many in just a few months. So they pay us for those, and we've already exceeded the amount that we kind of project that we'll have for the year. So that might be something that we need to notify them of to see if we can have the contract amended to change the number of referrals we'll send to them. That's all I have for the director's report. Are there any questions for me?
I don't have any questions, but to your point about trying to get additional funding for those additional cases there, I think that's a great idea to go ahead and ask for that. Secondly, I would ask, do you have an estimation of when you might be finishing up your hiring or your interviews for your civil rights specialist in the part-time position?
For the civil rights specialist, the last interview is tomorrow. Okay. So after that interview, we hope to offer someone the position by this Friday. Okay. I need to check the closing date on the part-time position, but it's still open right now for people to submit applications. Okay. All right. I can send you that information and make a note for myself.
That's okay. I'm more concerned about the civil rights specialist position than the part-time, but I just want to make sure that we get fully staffed with those capabilities that we do have, so that we can move along with what we can and stuff. Yeah. So I'm glad to see that at least is happening. So, hey, great report. Thank you so much. Any other questions, concerns from the director? For the director. Okay, all right then. Well, thank you so much, Director Lacey, for that report. And I think the next thing here we have is election of officers. And each year we do that. This should be done during the December month, the 12th month of each year. However, we were not able to do it last month, so we're going to make sure we get it done now. So as of now, I'm going to declare all of the positions, the chair, the vice chair, and the secretary position vacant. And at this time, we will receive a nomination for the position of chair. Are there any nominations for chair?
I move that Mike Guster be chair.
Arlene Church Taylor, second.
Okay. And properly, are there any, well, let me go ahead and close that. I don't think we need to, but are there any other nominations for chair? been properly moved by Commissioner Boyd, second by Commissioner Upchurch Taylor. Are there any, well, for the motion, we'll go ahead and approve it since we did. I don't think we had to do it that way, but are there any question to the motion? Any question to the motion? There being no questions, all those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed say no. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and take a vote on that anyway. So Commissioner, Tranzu, would you record the vote for, let me, no, I think I already done that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to just run some things through my mind here and stuff, but, are there any other nominations for chair? I want to make sure I'm good there. Do we have any more nominations? There being no more nominations, the nominations are closed. And so, we will go ahead and take a vote, although it's not but one person. We're gonna go ahead and take a vote anyway. Commissioner, Boyd, make the, roll call, please. Yes or no?
Yes.
No, Commissioner Boyd, I'm sorry, Commissioner, Tranzu, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Guster,
Yes.
is it? And Commissioner Lopez is not here. Commissioner Reyes,
Yes.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Yes.
and Commissioner Transu, yes. All those present voted yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate everybody's confidence and vote. We will now have a nomination for the office of Vice Chair. The floor is open for a nomination.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor nominates, Commissioner Ethelene Boyd.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Are there any other nominations? The nomination is now closed. Commissioner Tranzu, would you please do the roll call, please? Yes or no vote?
Okay, I'll also second that here first.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think we needed it, but go ahead, Jeff.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay, Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Guster,
Yeah.
and those are, Commissioner Reyes,
Yes.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Yes.
and Commissioner Transu, yes. Five
Okay.
yeses.
All right, thank you, Commissioner Tranzu. Appreciate that. And congratulations, Commissioner Boyd, for your second term here. So, all right, now, for the office of Secretary, the floor is now open for a nomination. And I nominate Commissioner Tranzu.
I second.
Okay. It's been properly moved and second, and so, are there any questions to the motion? Is there any other nominations for the office of Secretary? There being none, therefore, it has been properly moved by, I think it was that Commissioner Reyes?
Yes.
Oh, Commissioner Reyes, second by who?
Commissioner
I'm sorry.
Upchurch Taylor.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor, and, all those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. All those opposed say no. The ayes have it. And Commissioner Transu, just so that we have for the record, would you please call the roll, yes or no?
Okay, Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Guster,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes,
Yes.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Transu, yes. 5 yeses.
Okay, well, congratulations to everybody, on, keeping their seats. And, we got a lot of work to be done for the ensuing year. And, thank you guys for accepting, these positions. So that being said, we will move to, the next item on our agenda is, a commissioner conduct. We need to go into closed session here. And so, and we will discuss that on the other side, but let me go ahead and read, let me exit my full screen so that I can get to where I need to read this here at.
Yeah, we need a motion and a second for me to write down, and then.
Can I have a motion to go to, closed session?
I so move.
Okay, it's been, can I get a second?
I second it.
Okay.
It's been properly moved by Commissioner Boyd.
Excuse me, Commissioner Guster, they have to say the, pursuant to Iowa Code 21.5 when they have to say that portion.
Yeah, I can,
I'm looking it up right now, to go ahead and say that so that we can be in compliance. Thank you, Director Lacy.
No problem.
For keeping us straight.
Pursuant to Iowa Code 21, I move that we go into closed session.
Okay, it's been,
I think because it's different this time, I was sent a paragraph that actually says what we're going into for. It's
okay, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it here just in a second too, so,
Oh, okay.
I just wanna get the motion and stuff out the way and then I'll go ahead and read it. Okay. It's been properly moved by Commissioner Boyd and second by, Commissioner, well, let me back up.
Reyes,
Let me back up. At 12:30,
yeah.
pursuant to Iowa Code 21-51A and upon motion by Commissioner Boyd, second by Commissioner Reyes, and with all commissioner lists, present and voting, and well, we hadn't voted yet, so, but anyway, let me back up. Since we hadn't did this here in 23 yet. It's been already, second and by Commissioner Boyd and by Commissioner, excuse me just for a second, ma'am. Seconded by Commissioner Reyes, to go into, closed session. So, all those in favor would say aye. I'm sorry, are there any questions to the motion? Question to the motion. All those in favor would say aye.
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 Aye. Okay.
We would do the first paragraph where we would read the whole first enter the closed session pursuant to Iowa Code
Yeah.
1A to review or discuss records
We
which
would-
are
we
required.
would do that. We do that after we take the vote though, right?
That's what the motion should be. And then
Okay.
you get a second and then you do a roll call vote.
Okay, all right then. Well, let's back up then. I apologize. I'll get this thing straight for, 2023 yet. At 12:33, pursuant to Iowa Code 21-5-1-8, and upon a motion by Commissioner Boyd, seconded by Commissioner, Commissioner Reyes. And with all the commissioners present, and voting yes, the commission moves to go into closed session to review or discuss records which are required or authorized by state or federal law to be kept confidential. Commissioner Transu, would you please, do the roll call, please?
Okay, Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Guster,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes,
Yes.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Yes.
and Commissioner Transu, yes. All are in favor.
Did I get something? Okay. All right, guys, well, let's go into closed session.
It looks like Commissioner Pecora just joined the meeting. Do we want to redo the vote and have him vote on whether to enter closed session?
Okay, yeah, let's back up a moment then here, so, okay, so he's part of the process here, okay? Okay. Commissioner Pecora, we are at the point where we're getting ready to go into closed session, as a result of a commissioner conduct. We're going into closed session to have a discussion about that. And so, we're gonna back up and, do this here vote one more time, so that you can go into closed session with us. So, at this time, I will, receive a motion to go into closed session pursuant to Iowa Code 21.5.8.
Did we need to, do the vote again or not, since we have another,
Yes,
and I can't, hear Commissioner Pecora, he's talking, I think, and,
No, I haven't said anything.
oh, okay.
okay, so, I will, Commissioner, Pecora, we've already had a motion to go into closed session. We backed up to get you to be, included in this, vote. So, do you wish to participate?
Sure.
Jeff, I need you to call the roll.
Okay, Commissioner Boyd,
Yes.
Commissioner Guster,
Yes.
Commissioner Pecora,
Yes.
Commissioner Reyes,
Yes.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Transu, yes. You have 6 now. Yeses. To go into closed session.
Okay, just for the record, I'm gonna go ahead and read this again. At 12:36, pursuant to Iowa Code 21.5, 18, upon a motion by Commissioner Boyd, second by Commissioner Reyes, and with all the commissioners being present and voting yes, the commissioner has moved into closed session to review or discuss records which are required or authorized by state or federal law to be kept confidential. So, let's go and
You have been added to the waiting room. You cannot talk or listen until the host admits you to the meeting.
Okay, Director Lacy, can you put the, can we get a roll call, please?
Yes.
Okay.
Commissioner Boyd,
Here.
Commissioner Gusser,
Here.
Commissioner Pecora,
Here.
Commissioner Reyes,
Yes.
Commissioner Upchurch Taylor,
Yes.
Commissioner Transu, yes. All commissioners are back in the meeting.
Okay. All right, we have some, old business, to, tend to here. Director Lacy, can you talk to, the case here at item A, please?
Yeah, these are the cases that we're awaiting, Commissioner Counsel with the attorneys. So the attorney, mentioned that she would not be available before the 13th. So do we want to get the date and then, have you all schedule a special meeting after we obtain the date that she'd be available?
I think that would be the best, outcome for this here, unless, one of the other commissioners have an objection to that. Does anyone have any objection to that? I believe that's probably the best direction for us to go in is to get the attorney online so that we can be prepared to render a decision for both of these cases and do what we need to do. Any comments or anything different that one you would recommend? Okay. Director Lacy, that's exactly what we will do then. We will wait until you get the date settled there with the attorney, and then we will schedule a special meeting to go ahead and dispose of these cases. Director Lacy, you're on mute.
Yep, I have it notated. Yeah, so I will follow up with you on the date, and I'll just have her email you information with the dates that she'd be available.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Okay, and that's for A, B, and C, correct?
She said that she would not be able to assist with C, so we are still looking for another attorney who can assist with that one. The other attorney on the list was not available to assist with C either.
Okay.
We're looking for someone else to assist with that one.
Okay.
I have contacted another attorney to see if he would be available to assist with it, and if not, if he could maybe even refer us to someone else who could be available to assist. I think it's probably because of housing. Housing is kind of a little different than employment and education. It's handled a little bit differently.
Okay.
So we have an attorney for A only, or?
A and B.
Oh, A and B we do, but not
That's
C.
Yeah.
Okay, not for C, okay.
Okay, well, we'll go ahead and table that one until we can see our way out of that one until the next meeting. For okay. All right. Item 7, public comments and presentation. I don't think anybody's out there on the from the public. I don't see anybody. You have anybody out there? Nope. I don't see anybody, so.
Oh.
Any comments, anything from the commissioners? comments from the commissioners? Let me, also just, for the next agenda, we need to talk about, we need to have a discussion about, in-person, meetings versus, Zoom. We want to make sure that we still all in concert. I think we covered it once, but I want to make sure that we got the record straight for 2023 and stuff, and, but we want to revisit that as well.
Okay.
Okay, if nobody else have any comments, it is 1 o'clock by my watch, and I thank each of you for being here today. We are excited about 2023, and it's just I think a good time, a good place, and wish everybody well, stay safe, and take care of yourself. So have a good afternoon.
All right.
You
All
too.
right. All right, bye-bye.
Goodbye.